Everyone, back with part two. First record I'm going to show you um, that I got from the mall is one record that I've been wanting to get for a long time, and that is Roxy Music self-titled debut from 1972. And yeah, this is definitely one of the best records. Features a lot of their best songs. Remake, Remodel, Ladytron, If There Is Something, Virginia Plain, the Bob medley from side two that is a really good tune. Yeah, so like Brian Ferry, Graham Simpson, Andy McKay, Brian Eno, Paul Thompson, Phil Manzanera, and additional credit to Rick Kenton, who did bass guitar on Virginia Plain. They really knock it out of the park with this really good, glam rock, art rock, progressive rock music to be found on this record. And I'm really happy to finally own some of their early work on vinyl. Here's another record I'm happy to finally own, and that is Genesis, The Lamb Lies Down on Broadway. It's a double concept album from 1974, and this was the final record that featured Peter Gabriel before he went solo. Here's the gatefold. Some really, really nice artwork from Hypnosis. Whenever I see artwork from Hypnosis, I just adore it. I love their artwork. It's one of my favorite artwork companies. So yeah, this album has a lot of great songs on it. But the thing is for a concept album, I truly admired concept albums, but this one in particular is a lot to process, for being a progressive rock album. But again, there's lots of really good tunes on it, like Lamb Lies Down on Broadway, Counting Out Time, The Carpet Crawlers, Lily White with Lilith, just to kind of highlight. But yeah, I know in the future, as I listen to it more, I think it'll grow on me. But at this moment in time, all I can say is that it's just one of those albums that really needs that's a lot to process. But nonetheless, it's still a very, very, very good progressive rock album. Next record is by InXS. This is X. And this album doesn't really, do much to capitalize, or I would say, like, it doesn't top their previous album, which was their most successful, that being Kick. And but nonetheless, it's still, a very good InXS album. I like a lot of their albums, even the ones that are not considered to be their best. So yeah, a lot of their best songs are on here. There's a lot of really good songs on here, like Suicide Blonde, Disappear, The Stairs, Faith in Each Other, By My Side, Lately, Who Pays the Price, Know the Difference, which is a really good album cut, Bitter Tears, On My Way, and Hear That Sound. And yeah, I would say this is like their last really good album before they kind of reached a decline. After that, it became they entered the grunge era. This was like around the time that the grunge era was about to start, and yeah, their sound kind of soured out by the time it was like 1993. By their following album, they didn't quite make any good music. Well, I mean, it's, I guess, considered. Actually, no, it was 92 that their following album came out, and then 93 was like their point where they kind of reached a decline, and then they put out one more album with Michael Hutchence before he committed suicide, and then they were basically at the point where they could have broken up, but they decided to continue on, and then they got back together. They did the reality television show Rockstar InXS. They got a new lead singer, put out one album with him, and then basically they called it quits. Um, I think about a few years after that, and then yeah, that was pretty much the end of InXS. But yeah, they're still just an incredible band, and yeah, I was actually quite surprised when I came across this on vinyl. So yeah, happy to have this. And next record is by The Mission. This is God's Own Medicine. And The Mission are basically a goth rock band from the 1980s. But their sound is very different from a lot of their peers, you know. A lot of their peers basically have like that doom and gloom sound. You know, bands like The Cure, Bauhaus, and Susie and the Banshees, you know, they have that really dark sound. Well, The Cure at one point became a bit playful with their sound, but you know, I guess you can say this band kind of sound a bit like The Cure, if you know, in the later part of their actually, well, basically to kind of reiterate, you know, their sound is just a very different kind of goth rock. Um, it's very alternative based and kind of hard rock in a sense. So I guess in some way you can say it's kind of like the Cult and also kind of like Echo and the Bunnymen. Lots of really good tunes on here. Couple highlights. Wasteland is a really good tune. Bridges Burning, which is a song that sounds a lot like Echo and the Bunnymen. And The Dance Goes On is another really good track. But yeah, really happy to have this. And finally is a record I actually got recently, but I'll include it in here. And that's Oingo Boingo, Dead Man's Party. This is a reissue. I put plastic. I had gotten a plastic sleeve. It gives it that, you know, kind of vintage look. I guess, you know, to put it in a sense, because I have it in a plastic sleeve, it kind of looks like I got it used, but no. I just wanted to take the plastic off and get a plastic sleeve here. Yeah, this is a good album, a very good album, I should say. This is the album that featured, or this is the band that featured Danny Elfman, who would go on to compose for movies and television. You know, he's a very celebrated composer. But before that, he was part of this band. The band that was known for being, you know, considered like Devo, but with a horn section. But yeah, there's a lot of really good tunes on here. Just Another Day, Dead Man's Party, Heard Somebody Cry, No One Lives Forever, Stay, Fool's Paradise, Help Me, Same Man I Was Before, and the song Weird Science, which of course was featured as the main song in the film of the same name. So yeah, this is on colored vinyl. Be careful to not put any fingerprints on this. Yeah, colored vinyl, nice, a really nice red vinyl. I've actually gotten quite a few colored vinyl records. I think this year, this is my third colored vinyl in quite some time. And it's actually my second colored vinyl record in the month of July, or no, this year I should say, because the last one I got was Unknown Pleasures by Joy Division, the 50th anniversary reissue. I hate when this happens. There we go. So yeah, really happy to get something from Oingo Boingo finally. Great band. And on to the last two items here. First one is a CD that I got from the record store, and that is New Order Substance 1987. Great compilation. Features the songs Ceremony, Everything's Gone Green, Temptation, Blue Monday, Confusion, Thieves Like Us, Perfect Kiss, Subculture, Shell Shock, State of the Nation, Bizarre Love Triangle, True Faith, In a Lonely Place, Precision, which is a great, great song. Mesh, Hurt, The Beach, Confused Instrumental, Lonesome Tonight, Murder, Thieves Like Us Instrumental, Kiss of Death, Shame of the Nation, and 1963. This is considered to be like one of the greatest compilations by many, I would say. And yeah, great 2-disc compilation. Here's the first disc. And here's the second. So yeah, I'm really happy to finally have something, especially this particular album from New Order. They're a great, synth pop, dance rock band, alternative rock band, it's really good stuff. And the final item I have here is by Blue Rodeo. This is Outskirts. It's produced by Terry Brown, who is famous for producing Rush. And this features probably considered to be their greatest song of their career, and that's Try. So yeah, I happen to have seen them live recently, and they put on a great show. So yeah, happy to have this. And that pretty much does it for my music finds from the month of July, and you can say August if you can include the other record I got. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. I'll be back probably within the next couple months with some record finds from the record store. I'm looking to try and save up my money. I've been spending way too much on records. So yeah, again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.